Today's video is not going to be edited in any way. It's just one solid take, no cuts, no music, no camera magic or wizardry. Honestly, that I'm really not capable of doing any of that stuff. But honestly, it has been a very long day, and I meant to record and upload something and edit it today. Time got away from me, and so here I am. I still wanted to put something out, and I wanted to get you thinking. Hopefully that this video gets a conversation rolling with people that you're close with, or maybe just you think about these things. But it's something that was brought up to me in my ethics class today that I really just wanted to share. So it was about speaking up about something that you see to higher powers. Specifically, when those higher powers are controlling aspects of your life. So, for example, ours was medical students or PA students. If they witness something out on clinical rotations and they notice that an attending physician should have done XYZ when this happened, or that they made a comment that didn't really quite sit right with the student, how are you going to bring up those concerns? Are you going to confront that person that's higher on the food chain, higher on the totem pole? Are you going to confront them about how you feel? Are you not going to? Are you going to avoid it? Are you going to just take the road of silence because you feel it's easier, because it's simpler? And this really got me thinking. I'm really not a confrontational person. If I go to a restaurant and I ordered something and it comes out wrong, I'll probably end up eating it anyway. I know I'm paying for it and I know that I should get the right thing, but I just avoid the confrontation in that sense. However, things that are more egregious that I really truly have seen clinically, I do speak up and I speak my mind. And so for our ethics class, we were prompted to read this article going into it and just have a good discussion as a group. And I think it's important to know how to approach these sorts of conversations with other people when your perspective is different from someone else's. This is just so applicable to what's going on with politics and the world right now with COVID, and everyone has their own opinion. And how can you share your opinion and your perspective, whether it's to just someone else or if it is to someone that's higher, maybe it's a manager or a supervisor? How are you effectively sharing your perspective without being accusatory or aggressive, or just being as effective as you possibly can? And I don't have an answer for you. I want you to think of the last time that you were prompted with something that was a confrontation where someone got something wrong for you. And maybe it was a supervisor, a manager. Maybe it was just a barista at the coffee shop and they got your order wrong. How do you approach those things? What is your default? Is your default to avoid that confrontation, or are you going to be speaking up about these things? And I had an argument that we should speak up more, that I should speak up more, because even things little at the restaurant where they got my order wrong, if my default is to not say something, what happens if something really big happens and I don't talk about it, I don't bring it up, I don't share my perspective? The more that we stay silent, the more we take that road. It's sort of a slippery slope. The more you do something, the more habitual it becomes, and that's just then a part of your character. And so breaking that habit of silence, speaking up when something doesn't go your way, even if it is to someone of higher power, and when you do speak up, knowing how to do it effectively. And that's why I say practice these on even little things. Like, instead of saying to the server that got my order wrong, I ordered almonds on this salad. Say it like this. Hey, excuse me, I think I got almonds on my salad. Do you think you could check that? Oh, yeah. It would go very differently. That was a terrible example, but you know what I'm trying to say. That's a muscle that we need to flex more often, is being able to share a perspective. Because honestly, diversity is such a huge deal. It is why companies actively recruit diverse applicants. It is why teams do better if they're diverse, both racially, ethnically, genders, any sort of any sort of diverse thing that you can possibly imagine, it only occurs and it only flourishes if everyone in that sort of bubble shares their perspective. You need to be sharing your perspective more. I think this ties into a lot of what my channel is all about, and just being who you are and accepting who you are. And this is really cool stuff for me. I enjoyed the ethics class, so I wanted to share it with you. And I'm sorry if this was not a very good video, but hopefully tomorrow I can redeem myself. And we are officially, if you've been sticking along, we are officially into week 3 of my 10 weeks to 10K challenge. And I think I'm at like 50 subscribers right now, which I love. I'm so glad that you are here, if you are here. Small and mighty, and that's kind of the story of my life. I am 5'5.5". Don't forget the half. So I've been small and mighty most of my life, and some things just don't change. So I'd love to see that number go up, and just know that I'm enjoying this ride, and I hope you are too. And one last quick note to end you on is that on Saturday, I went skateboarding with Brandon, and I released a YouTube video about it. It's Tuesday today that I'm recording this. I'm still sore, and I must not use these muscles ever, because whew, it's quite brutal getting up and down, I'll tell you that. Thanks for watching. Like I said, I hope this wasn't a terrible video. Hopefully it gets you talking, or at least thinking about confrontations and sharing your perspective a little bit more. I've ranted long enough. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.